Now with more on the president's COVID-19 diagnosis. This comes after months of the president downplaying the pandemic to the American people, claiming he didn't want to cause more panic. And of course, the president has attended crowded rallies, rarely seen in public wearing a mask despite recommendations from top health officials. Often heard mocking Joe Biden for wearing one as late as the last debate on Tuesday night. Our chief national affairs correspondent Tom Yamas has that side of the story. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. As you mentioned, the president has downplayed this pandemic. He's admitted to that. His logic was he wanted to stay positive to help America get through this highly infectious and deadly disease. All of this, of course, happening during an election year. But this morning, the president is learning in the worst possible way. You can't argue your way out of this pandemic.
The president's positive test comes after months of a dangerous gamble, downplaying COVID-19, floating public health regulations, and minimizing the dangers of the virus.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
The president has also frequently criticized his own scientists for recommendations on masks, and just 3 days ago attacked opponent Joe Biden for regularly wearing one.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
Despite the science, the president admitting when it comes to wearing a mask, he just doesn't want to do it.
Well, I just don't want to wear one myself. It's a recommendation. They recommend it. I'm feeling good. I just don't want to be doing, I don't know, somehow sitting in the Oval Office behind that beautiful Resolute desk, the great Resolute desk. I think wearing a face mask as I greet presidents, prime ministers, dictators, kings, queens, I don't know, somehow I don't see it for myself. I just maybe I'll change my mind, but this will pass.
Even mocking reporters wearing them in briefings.
Take that off, please. Just, you can take it off. How many feet are you away?
I'll speak a lot louder.
Well, if you don't take it off, you're very muffled.
In fact, it was July, months after his CDC revised guidance on wearing masks, before the president ever donned one in public, first appearing with a mask at Walter Reed Hospital to meet with veterans.
I can name Kung Flu. I can name 19 different versions of names.
The president held his first indoor rally in Tulsa in late June, where masks were not required, and most chose not to wear one, including one-time GOP presidential candidate Herman Cain, who died from complications of COVID-19, though it's unknown where or when he contracted the virus. The president has held 25 more rallies since.
What are they going to do? You know, someday we're not going to be doing this anymore. What are they going to do without Trump?
Holding crowded events at a church in Arizona and this factory in Nevada, prompting fines from the state, insisting he's safe in front of his supporters, though backstage.
You're actually sitting too close. We should probably get rid of about another 75, 80% of you. I'll have just 2 or 3 that I like in this room.
Even going head-to-head with the governor of North Carolina after state regulations forced the RNC to drastically change its plans on the convention.
I think your governor has to let this state open up.
Eventually, the president delivering his convention speech from the White House lawn in front of a crowd of 1,500, many without masks, sitting shoulder to shoulder.
There is nothing positive about this development, and everyone should be wishing the president and first lady a speedy recovery. But if anything, it could serve as a wake-up call to anyone who hasn't taken this pandemic seriously, that if the president of the United States can get it, anyone can. George.
Okay, Tom Yamas, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.